So I updated the Anfibio. Finally, the update for the Anfibio has come to us. This morning, well, I'll take you back a couple days. I was getting some rumors that the Anfibio update, somebody had some videos on the update already. A tester had the update in one of his videos, but I couldn't find that video. And then this morning, just on some random videos, I had people really commenting, oh, the Anfibio, or last night I had a few people commenting on my videos, oh, the Anfibio update is here, it's here, it's here. And I looked on the website, it wasn't there. I'm like, okay, I'll wait for it. I'm patient. This morning I woke up and there's had lots and lots of comments. Oh, the Anfibio update, it has this and that features, you know. I'm like, oh, okay. So I went to the website, the Nokta website, couldn't find it, right? It wasn't on the Anfibio page, on no software update tab was there. So went back to my comments and started going reading some more comments. And I spent about an hour on the computer there, and I finally went back to my Nokta website. It was there, uploaded it, uploaded the software, and it was a little bit of a struggle for me to actually update the machine. You know, it's a little bit different than the Simplex. But what were we asking for with the Anfibio? We were not asking for a miracle, but I understand that, you know, the Anfibio is completely different than the Simplex. The Simplex is a lot new technology. And what we were asking for was the overload tone to go away completely. And it performed like the Simplex, right? The Simplex, you could, and a lot of other machines, newer machines on the market, you get right over a large object of iron, and it doesn't give you that overload tone, that pew pew pew, or, you know, other machines have different tones for their overload. A lot of my older machines have the overload tone. It's like, you know, basically it just blanks out the screen, right? And with this update here, the Anfibio is doing the same exact thing as it was before, right? So really, what did we get with an update? I really don't know. I really don't know, right? I'll just turn the machine on here. This is the updated version. Now let's go down to 4-tone and crank it up here a little bit, right? Get some recovery speed, right? At 70 gain. This is stock program, right? 90 gain, or 89 gain, right? It's a little bit sparky, right? 4-tone is really sparky. Now I'll go over to the volume. An S2, right? Still overloading, right? Right? Still overloading, right? Here's a gold ring. I'll show you these gold rings. Medium-sized gold ring, a honking gold ring, another honking gold ring, a hoof pick, a bottle cap, a silver ring, a mason lid, a spike, square nail, a buckle, and this dollar coin, right? I'll crank it up. I'll crank the volume up here, right? Right, still overloading on it, right? It's still overloading. Now I'll go back. Yeah, it's really sparky here, right? I have a lot of EMI, but this is just a demonstration of what we wanted is not what we got, right? So I'll go over to S0, right? It's still overloading, right? Here's the gold ring, right on the surface, right? I'm at the highest. We'll try a different frequency here. Probably really bad, right? Yeah, all frequencies are just massive EMI right now, right? So I'll go to 20 kilohertz, right? Gold ring on the surface, it's overloading, right? It's right on the verge of overloading. I wish they would have put a mute button on this machine, right, like the Simplex. Gold ring on the surface, overloading, right? On 0 overload, right? Overloading, right? Gold rings are on the surface, just like bottle caps. Sometimes mason lids are on the surface. A lot of times bigger coins are on the surface, right? Overload, right? It's not hitting that coin, right? It's overloading, right? You can hear it crackling and popping, and I'm not getting any numbers, right? See? I am getting some numbers there, but other machines hit on all this stuff really good, right? Overload, see? It's not even hitting it, right? Bottle cap, not even hitting it, goes silent, right? It's overloading, right? Here's a mason lid right here, see? Overload, see? It's overloading 6 inches away from it, right? It's overloading 6 or 7 inches away from that, right? Silver ring, it's hitting that one, but it's still overloading. I'm still getting that crackling noise, right? Have you guys ever tried to update Windows Vista to Windows 11? Never gonna happen, right? Some machines just are not going to do it with an update. You know, we went through that with the Simplex. The Simplex, you know, had a couple updates that were really not very stable. And with the Anfibio, what we wanted was that overload tone to go away and still hit on that target. I want to know if that's something big or something on the surface. And when it overloads like that, I have no idea what it is. Sure, I can lift my coil up, but then I don't get any numbers, right? What I want in an update for the Anfibio is I want there to be no overload tone, right? So I can at least get some kind of indicator without having to lift the coil up or back the coil back out or drop my gain down or switch my modes. I want that machine to be stable, running stable in the iron. And when I'm in iron, I want my gain to be at 89 because I want fast recovery speed. And if I have my gain at high, if I have my gain high in iron, it overloads on the nails on the surface, right? And then when I drop my gain back down, you know, low, you know, like in the 30s or 40s in thick iron, I have zero recovery speed, right? So, you know, some machines are just not updatable to what we're gonna want, right? So, you know, am I gonna use the Anfibio out in the field? I don't know. I'm not really sure. The Legend is coming out here pretty soon. You know, so sometimes some machines you just gotta write off, right? I love the Anfibio, but you know, this new update didn't really do much good, right? You know, you can't ask for a miracle when you get an update. But what they did with that Simplex, they put new modes on it, they freaking put a mute button on it. They actually had several updates on that Simplex machine. And that Simplex machine smacks targets deep and shallow. And you can get target tones on those shallow and deep targets, right? There's no overload tone. So what did we get with this new Anfibio update? Basically a volume level. It didn't really make that overload tone go away. The feature that disables this detector the most is that overload tone, right? You saw that when I was swinging over those targets. It may have not been giving me an overload tone, but once I get closer to that target, it starts clipping and popping, and it doesn't give you any tones, right? It just goes silent. And then right before you get over that target, right on the verge of the overload, that's the biggest problem that I have, right? It starts clicking and popping, and then you lose that target completely. No overload tone and no target tone, right? That's the one thing that has stopped me in the iron, right? Not knowing how big that target is, not knowing how deep that target is, and not knowing what conductivity that target is, right? Or just, you know, we asked for something, we got at least something back, right? But they tried. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.